All right, let's move into the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is so loving, and she's compassionate, and she's caring. She's extremely nurturing. So the Queen of Cups is someone who is in a very high position. She's in a place of power, of authority. She trusts her intuition. She trusts herself. There is so much trust that I feel in my body when I pick up this card. So she is someone who is very wise. She's had a lot of life experience, right? She probably has children. She is someone who is the supportive mate for her husband, the king. She's someone that is a rock. And I feel like the emotional rock of the family is one of the main things that comes up. So she is compassionate and caring, and she listens to everyone, and she helps them with whatever it is that they need, and she's always there for you, and she always has an ear, right? It feels to me like she's someone who does so much and is so compassionate and so caring, and almost a little bit like it's a thankless job, where she doesn't have people all the time saying thank you, but she feels the emotional connection of those around her, and she feels how she is helping them and emotionally nourishing them, and that to her feels really good. It feels like a sense of purpose and like a sense of I'm making a difference because I am emotionally connected to and emotionally helping those that are in my sphere. This card feels to me like the type of person or the type of woman. Generally it would represent a woman, but of course it could represent a male with very feminine qualities, right? So just allow your intuition to guide you as to which gender it is. But generally this feels like a woman who is so loving and compassionate. She's the type of person who would go to the animal shelter and then want to adopt all of the puppies and kitties, right? She's someone who appreciates the arts and appreciates creativity, and maybe she does support the arts in some way. Maybe she is very philanthropic. So she is giving back, and the main way she does that is through emotional, compassionate caring, but it could look like emotional support in some other way. It could look like maybe sponsoring or helping someone with something that she has expertise in. She's someone who's very willing to give, and her heart to me feels like it's very, very open. For the Archangel Power Tarot, we have the Queen of Raphael. Okay, follow your heart, love of home and family. The next one is the Queen of Water, tenderhearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. And then the last one with the Fairy Tarot is Queen of Summer, loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive, listen to your heart, intuitive insights that you can trust, and taking care of others. All right, so if we move into the Queen of Cups reversed, and we feel what that is, this feels to me like someone whose heart is a little bit closed or her emotions are a little bit blocked. So she might be resentful. She might have some sort of pain in the past that she hasn't processed. So what's happening is it's blocking her emotions. It's blocking her feeling state. So she's not expressing herself correctly. She may be resentful in some way. Whereas this person's heart is very open, loving, and flowing. This person's heart is closed, and the emotions are not running properly, and she's not expressing them correctly. So people probably don't know how she feels. In fact, she may not even know how she feels. The other thing that I feel with this card upside down is that when it's upright, she's giving very freely, but when it's the other way, she is being emotionally restrictive. She is doing things on purpose as like a power play. So maybe she does things to emotionally manipulate, or she does things to make people feel guilty or bad or wrong in some way so that she can get them to do something for them. So it feels like emotional manipulation. There we go, emotional manipulation. That's the best way that I can describe that. So she's using her emotions for bad, I guess is the way to put it. This one's using her emotions for good, and reverse, she's using her emotions for bad. She's using it to like take too much and pull too much. when I move into this archetype, it feels to me like she's emotionally blocked. She's not expressing herself. She feels like she can't get what she needs. So therefore, to compensate for that, she emotionally manipulates and controls to get people to do things for her because she doesn't know how else to get her needs met. But people don't meet her needs because they don't want to, because they feel emotionally drained by her and they like run in the other direction because they don't want to be around her because she feels like a psychic vampire, right? It's kind of like that kind of feeling. So yeah, definitely emotionally draining is the feeling that's coming through from this card being reversed. Whereas this one, when the card is upright, it feels like she is the sun because she emanates so much compassion and love and caringness. Like, you love being in her presence. You feel like a better person just for being in her presence. Whereas when the Queen of Cups is reversed, oh, it feels to me like, where is the door? Like, I have got to get away from this person before her tentacles reach out and grab me. It's that sort of like feeling, you know? The other thing this card can mean reversed is absolute total indifference to someone else's feelings. Where this card upright, she's psychic and intuitive and she just knows how all the people around her feel. When this card is reversed, she is not perceptive how everybody else feels. She has no idea. And when somebody tells her or she finds out, she's aghast. She's like, are you kidding? They feel that way? Or, no, they don't. And this person may become argumentative or angry because they don't believe the new information about people feeling X, Y, or Z, right? Because she didn't intuit it. Well, she didn't intuit it because she's blocked. So she may become defensive. The last thing I feel with this card reversed is that you cannot depend on this person. Just because she says she's going to do something doesn't mean she's going to do it. If you need her to be somewhere at a certain time, she either A, may not be there, or B, she's going to be very late. So she's totally undependable, especially in an emotional sense. If you're hoping to get some sort of, you know, solace or have someone's shoulder to cry on, she's either not going to be there, make some excuse to leave early, or just be cold. Right? She will not be emotionally open to you. She will be shut down. And you will feel more alone and isolated after being in her presence than before. So she definitely is not the person to go to when you're emotionally upset and you need to feel like you're wrapped in a warm, snuggly blanket, right? You want to go to the Queen of Cups upright, not the Queen of Cups reversed if you're like that person.